just give us a bit of time. I'm just setting up at the moment, but let me know if you can hear me. I can't see a chat box at the moment. I'm just going to have to... Oh. Right, let's check and see if we are live, because I don't know. I've not even plugged my microphone in yet or anything. I think we're on. We are on. Ah, yes, we are live. We are live. I haven't sorted out this yet. I'm so last minute tonight. But I'm always like this, aren't I? There's always something. Hardly ever do I start a live stream and everything goes to plan. Hi everyone. So let's just see who we've got. Setting up at the last minute. Hi to Mildred, hi to Fonzie Dars. We've got Dave 64 track. Sorry about this. It's Jay's in the house. Neil Blenkinsop is here. William M. Johnson, George Smiley, Scotty B 1979. You can probably hear me okay because I'm just using the microphone on the laptop, and there's no wind at the moment, so the sound should be okay. But I'm going to plug a microphone in anyway, and then got a bit of a boy racer car here. Now you know the ice cream place is open down the road. Yeah, they've even got the ice cream place open just down there. Last time I came it was shut. Stephanie Ketteringham, JAL 667. Hi. We're going to be having a look and see if we can see Venus tonight. I think we will. It's a bit early yet. The sun's still up at the moment, but we will. I can't get my microphone on, so I'm going to have to use the yeah, there's a speed limit down here. A car's just gone so fast. Right, I'm going to plug this in and hopefully the sound will change. So let me know if the sound's better now than it was before I plugged that in. I think that we're on my microphone now, hopefully. Let me know if that works. Type 1 if you can hear me okay. Hi to Lee and Audrey in Spennymoor. Stephen Smith, Hazel. Danelle 5202. Craig Blackburn is here. William Porter, Sharon Morris. Sir Fonzie Daz, of course. Farang Travels, Graham Sullivan, Michael Hassal. Michael 1234. Yep, everyone's typing 1 so you can hear me okay. In fact, you should still be able to hear me okay if I walk over here. Can you still hear me okay? Checking. Hey, I think that picture looks really good. Don't you think the picture looks better than it did before? I've got a new laptop now, an all new laptop, and I think that the picture is a whole lot better than it. I'll tell you what, we've got some boy races here tonight, you know. There's cars screaming past at the moment. But anyway, I'm just still setting up my my camera at the moment, but I think I managed to start on time, didn't I? I managed to start on time. I just wasn't ready with the camera, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Just got to move things around a bit. My goodness, everyone's just flying past here like really speeding, and it's a car park. This. Any thunderstorms? No, there's no thunderstorms. Peter Denton, greetings from northeast Florida. Still 6 hours of daylight here, so I'm watching you instead. Beyond every valley, hi. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just show you around, shall I? Let me just, right. So basically I'm here, I'm in a car park. Oh, look at that scenery behind me. Isn't it amazing? We've got the sun going down over there, can you see? Whoa, that looks incredible. Just over this way we've got people parking up and watching the sunset. So yeah, it's nice. We've got a lake there, can you see the lake? Fairhaven Lake. That's where I am tonight, yeah. I think the picture looks really good on here, you know. Definitely looks better than the last one. So yeah, the sun is going down at the moment. It's probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes away from setting. And when the sun goes down, we'll be able to look out for the moon, search for the moon. That'll be exciting, won't it? We've got a very, very thin crescent moon tonight. It's well, in fact, we can see it quite easily last night, so I think we'll see it even easier tonight because it'll be a bit bigger. So we'll be looking out for that, yeah. Hi to Dutch Smith. Moonage is here. Some people walking past thinking I'm talking to myself. Right, I'm gonna plug in the cam. I brought my big lens tonight. Someone just waving at me. So I brought my big lens. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, it says there's 5 people watching here. Can any... Centauri is here. Gary and Maxine, hi. Yeah, it sounds like we've got the car meet here tonight. 1 cross each. Hi, Scott Tarpley. Jim Gemmell is here. Can anybody tell me how many they are? Because it's not telling me on my screen. The Filed Flyer is here. Boo Ann. Eugene McGeever. Andy Mullaney. Neil Ferguson. Why do stars twinkle? I mentioned that. I'm going to have to do a video about it, aren't I? Why do stars twinkle? But anyway, watch this. Watch. Have a look what I've got. Look at this beast. I have brought out the big guns tonight. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I brought out my big lens tonight. I've got the Bigma. The Sigma 150 to 600. So we will get even closer than last time. If you watch the last stream, which you did from here, when was it? About 3 weeks ago. I think we did really well. We got to look at some of the planets. We got to look at Jupiter. We saw Venus. We had some really good views actually, but this time we can get closer. It says here there's 117 watching. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the live stream, hit the like button. We're going to be taking a look at the moon later when it gets a little bit darker. Hilltop Observatory 2020 managed to get a picture of Venus, the moon and Pleiades last night. Yeah, I think that, is it Venus that's near the Pleiades? Yeah, I think it's near the Pleiades. So we'll see that later. Jonathan Nicholson is here. Cyril Bate is here. Well, we've got a pretty good signal. Danelle 5202. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's our friend Starman. Dave Muirhead. Akash Monster. I hope all these people are not wondering who I'm talking to. Who's that guy talking to? Right, I'm going to put this on now. I'm going to put it on my tripod. There you go. Put it on here, yeah. Let's hope I don't drop it. So that's going to go on there like that, yeah. And for the time being, because it's still a little bit light, we'll have a look at we'll get the focus onto something far away, and then hopefully we'll be able to see the moon before too long. Now it is quite, oh, I can see a load of geese flying towards me. What an amazing sight. But yeah, can we have a check on how, oh Yeah, it's showing over 100. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and also hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit the thumbs up already, and then more people get chance. We had quite a lot of people watching last time. Ian Bass is watching. The Blackpool lads are watching. So I'm gonna plug this in and hopefully it'll work. Right, just give me a second while I suss out how to do this. If I put that there, if I wrap that around there, I've just got to try and find a way to make sure that that doesn't fall off. Right. Now, the moment of truth. Plug the cable in. Turn the camera on. This is going to give us our close-up views, this. Oh, it says 140. Now, there must be some new viewers watching. If you're new to the channel, if you like all things astronomy, this is what we do on this channel. This is a live stream. I do these every couple of weeks. And we have a look and see if we can see stuff in the sky. Now, tonight, it's a little bit light. I usually start at 8 o'clock. And obviously, the darkness, we're not getting the darkness at that time. I might need to push the live streams back a little bit, maybe, you know, to a later time. I don't know if I'm going to do them outside. But yeah, tonight we're just going to wait for the sun to go down, and then hopefully, oh, in fact, I can see the moon already. I can already see the crescent moon. It looks absolutely amazing. So we'll get on that in a minute. And but first, I'll just get the camera set up, and hopefully, if I put this on, to just give me a second while I sort out the if I put that on there and I say I want that to be that, and then if I go on that, we now have a picture on there. Come on, let's get this. Do we have a picture? Well, there was a picture on there and it's gone off now. You're getting a black screen. Well, that's funny, because right, just bear with me a second while I try to get this. Sorry, the black screen we're meant to be seen through this camera, but it's not working at the moment. Why are you not working? I can see the picture on my screen, but it's not showing on there. Right, if I put that... Can't seem to get the... Right. Video capture device, okay. Right, I think I've got it now. Have we got it? I think we've got a picture. It's blurry, sorry, it's blurry. Oh, I'm going to get that into focus for you. Let's straighten it up a bit first. Gonna have someone walking into the shot in a minute. Why is that not coming in focus? Ah, just remembered. Right, we've got it now. Ooh, we're looking towards Wales at the moment. Ooh, look at that. That's Snowdonia in Wales. What a picture. So I'm just getting the camera, I'm just getting the focus right at the moment. So I just want to make sure that because once I got the focus, once I get it in focus, it'll come on. I think that's about right, isn't it? It's a good picture, that, isn't it? And once I've got this in focus, I know that I can then put the probably a bit easier to focus on that than it is to focus on the moon. So yeah, we're looking towards Snowdonia. Isn't that absolutely amazing? That is incredible. What a view. You can't actually see the mountain Snowdon. It's hidden behind one of those, but that is quite an epic view, folks. And I think that is in focus, I'd say. So I think we got the focus right. I think what I'll probably do now is I might just switch the viewpoint towards Southport. I might just have a look over there, and then we'll go for the moon, I think. So we'll just zoom out of there. What an epic view though, look at that. Can you hear the geese? If you're new to the channel, hit the like button. Daily vlog adventure here. Hi to Jason. So I'm going to, just for the time being, we'll go to the moon in a second. But I want to focus on Southport. To have a look at Southport. Does anybody know Southport? Well, we can look towards Southport. What a view. Wow. You know what? That is absolutely epic. That is so clear. It is so clear tonight. You can even see the bridge. You might be able to see the pier. Southport Pier. That is so clear. Wow. That is amazing. What a view. Zach and Chris, hi. Tin Whistle TV is in the house. Neil Blenkinsop says this live chat takes my mind off the fuel pump prices. Pop Trump looks Venetian. Yeah, it's a good lenses. I mean, I was umming and ahhing about bringing the other one out, my Nikon 200 to 500, but I decided on this one, just a little bit easier to grab. Glad to see the Blackpool lad in the house. Stephen got me onto that channel. Chris Higgott, the £1 burger man. Rick Freeman is in the house. Hi to Rick. We're looking towards Southport. Let's just turn it around. Can you see the pier? Should be able to see the pier on there. It might not be very easy to see. The pier's so long that you can see the end of the pier now. I can see the end of the pier to the right of the screen. So that's a view of Southport. Type 1 if you want to see the moon, because I think we're just about ready now. We've got a really good crowd in. 150 on mine. That is amazing. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're going to have a look at the moon in a second. We'll also be taking a look at Venus as well. I see a lot of ones coming in. Everybody's typing 1 as we look towards Southport. I think it's in focus, I'd say. I was just pointing towards the landscape to get it in focus because it's a little bit more easier to focus on the landscape than it is on the moon. So I think if we now go for the moon, it'll be nicely in focus. I can see the moon looks amazing. It's a very slim crescent. It's a waxing crescent, and it looks amazing. And we're going to see it any minute. So everyone's typing 1. Beyond every valley, the Blackpool lads. Was that a tower in Southport? I don't think, well, I can't see a tower. There's a bridge. That's the bridge there. There's like a suspension bridge which kind of goes across a lake. There's a lake there, and that's pretty much where the pier is, although it's quite difficult to see the pier because it kind of gets lost in the background. But I think that that's a great I think that it is said that you can actually walk across to Southport. You can actually walk across there, although I wouldn't advise it because there's probably quicksand out there. Yeah, but we're looking across quite a distance there. I don't know how far it is in miles. So I think I'm going to just zoom out a little bit now that we've got it in focus, and we're going to turn it round. So just over here is where the sun went down. You can see it's all bright. Looking into the brightness now. And now I'm just trying to get the camera lined up, and then I'm going to go up. We're going to go up and let's see if we can see when the moon comes into view. Oh, right. Bang on. Bang on. Look at that. You beauty. Crescent moon. Waxing crescent moon. Isn't that amazing? It's so slim. And yet, even last night, it was slimmer than this. We have got almost 200 watching. That is incredible. As we look at the very new moon that we've got here, a waxing crescent. Hi to Billy. We're going for the moon, Hilltop Observatory. Good weather in Los Angeles. At low tide, don't try to walk to Southport. No, I don't think I will. The RNLI advise not to walk across because of quicksand and thick mud. No, I don't advise walking across to Southport. But we're looking at the moon at the moment. Doesn't that look amazing? So we're what, just over 20 minutes since we started, and we've got the moon. I think it's about 7% lit. That looks amazing. Hey, what's happened to my webcam? Look, my webcam's frozen. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to try and sort out this webcam because it's something's gone wrong with my... Right. if I press that and I do that, am I back on again? Right. Let's try this. Right, I'm back on again now. It's all frozen up before. So we have got quite a lot of people watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button. We were looking at the moon through my camera here. I've got the Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter lens on it, so I brought out the big guns. I'm actually using it with an adapter because that lens fits my Nikon camera, but I'm using the Panasonic S5, so I've had to use an adapter for it, so I have to focus manually. I can't use the autofocus, but we're in focus, we're on the moon, and it's looking pretty good. At the moment we're fairly zoomed out, so I'm going to type 1 if you want me to zoom in on the moon. Let's see how close we can get. Webcam needs a pint of Bass. You know, I think I had enough pints of Bass last weekend, you know. Certainly wasn't short of Bass. The Bass was flowing down in Burton upon Trent. It certainly was. Hi to Gary Kenyon. Steve 6642, moon west northwest 11 degrees. Right, here we go. Let's go in on the moon. Let's get it straight. Let's get it in the middle. Right, I'm just going to leave it there. We're not in as far as we can go, but that's about as far as I could go on my other lens that I had last week. Well, it looks all right, you know. It looks all right. So we're looking at the fairly new waxing crescent moon. Waxing means it's lighting up, it's going towards a full moon. Hi to Julie Eckersley. SJ Coaster Crazy. Stephen Stacey. Can we get to more than 200 watching? Come on. Fairhaven Lake, lovely place, says JAL667. We can go in closer. And you know something else as well? If we wait, when it gets a bit darker, we're going to get that effect, you know, where you can see the whole moon. In fact, I'm going to put a picture on the screen now. If I can just get this picture. Can you see? I need to just take control of that. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to see. Oh, that's a nice picture, isn't it? I caught the plane going across. Something like that is what I'm hoping to see. One cross each. I prefer winter sunshine, cooler and more golden. So hopefully we'll get to see something like this. It's where you get to see the whole of the moon, but obviously the part of the moon that's not lit up by the sun is actually lit up by the reflection of light from the earth. It's called earthshine. It's an amazing effect. There's another example of earthshine. So when it gets a bit darker, we'll be able to see something similar to what we're looking at here on that picture now. When I was a boy many years ago, I travelled through Burton on Trent, and the smell of hops was fantastic. Akash Monster, I'm the same. It's too hot for me. My giblets overheat and my kidney stones play up. So, hopefully, I'll just get this level. We'll go back to the moon in a second. And we're going to go in a bit closer. So we'll just go back to the moon in a second. It is getting dark all the time. I'm looking around. There's hardly any clouds in the sky, which is great. We've got some great weather this week, actually, yeah. There's a little bit of cloud just moving across the moon. I'm going to put you back on. You see that little bit of cloud moving across from the right to the left. So But apart from that, the sky is pretty clear tonight, and we're going to go in a little bit closer. So let's just get this. Just going to line it up. So it's on its way to a new moon. And I think we'll go in, just wait for that cloud to move out of the way. I think it looks pretty epic with the cloud moving across, actually. What do you think? Right, just coming out of the cloud now. I think we'll go in a bit closer. We're going closer, we're going closer, we're getting in closer. Can you see the craters yet? Vault Boy is still riding the star bus, yep. The whole of the moon, the Scottish Islands of the Water Boys in 1985, not long ago. Hell in time. I thought there was a new planet, but it was a fly on my screen. You know what would be really good if a plane flew right across there now? That would be great, wouldn't it? Someone said we had 200, Lee Robert. Really? We had 200 watching? If you're just joining us, we're looking at the crescent moon. We're going to go in even closer. Just get you lined up in the centre. We're going to go in even closer to the max zoom. Here we go. Right, we are now right in. Look at that. You can see the craters. Doesn't that look amazing? I can't see Venus yet, but I think Venus is... Should be able to see Venus any second. I'll go on Venus when it gets a bit... it's going to get a bit cold now. I'm going to have to put my coat on. Have you heard about the Central Pier sign, Gary Kenyon? Great live stream last night, Akash Monster. Had to watch on TV, couldn't join the chat, thanks. Blue, lovely. Stephen's watching on the HD projector, stunning. Press 1 if you can see craters. I can, on my screen. Technically, Los Angeles is in the desert. It's not sand, cactus, just dry air. I remember looking across from the top of Mount Wilson, and that's where Edwin Hubble used the big Hooker telescope to measure the, he saw the Andromeda galaxy, and he also sussed out that the universe was expanding, and yet you couldn't see anything from up there because of all the light coming from the all around. 215 watching, this is incredible. I've never had so many people watch. Absolutely amazing. We've got well over 200 people watching. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're outside, I'm live. So I do a live stream every couple of weeks. Most of the time we do the live stream inside, and I have a quiz as well. Now I did mention I've got a quiz tonight, although I haven't got a quiz ready, so what I'll probably do is I'll ask some questions. But whenever it's clear, I'll come outside and we'll do stuff like this, and we'll film the stars or we'll film the moon. About 3 weeks ago, did the same thing from here. got dark a little bit earlier then, but we're having to wait a bit tonight, but we're getting a cracking picture of the new crescent moon. I'm just going to line you up. I'll tell you what though, I think I'm going to have to put a coat on because it is starting to get a little bit chilly now. Now that the sun has gone down and the moon is starting to really show up quite nicely now. It is. That is incredible. Ali G is in the house. As we look at the crescent moon, can you see the craters? I can. I'll just get it lined up. Let's have a look at my screen. Yeah, I can definitely see the craters. And you know, whenever the moon's in a different phase, it's like if you look at it tomorrow, it'll be a bigger crescent. It'll be a bit easier to see. So it'll be more lit up tomorrow than it is tonight. And if you look at it in a few days, well, you will be then getting towards a half moon. So that's the way that the moon phases work. As the sun, as it goes around, as it orbits the earth, eventually it will line up with us and the sun, and it'll be a full moon. And then it'll move the other way, line up with us and the sun, but it'll be on the other side of the earth. So it'll be a new moon because we won't be able to see it because it'll be in the same part of the sky as the sun. So it'll be a full moon in just less than a couple of weeks because it'll be on the other side of the earth to the sun. I can hear ducks. It's kicking off at Fairhaven Lake with the ducks and the geese. And the colour is changing as well. You know, the colour of the sky is going purple. And there's a really nice belt of Venus as well. I'll show you the belt of Venus in a moment. I'm going to have to go back onto the laptop screen. But I've got to show you the belt of Venus. It looks absolutely amazing. Got to be careful here. Now just behind me, can you see? Can you see that there? Can you see? We've got the belt of Venus. It's that grey, you see the grey band there, and there's like a pink band above it. So we've got a really nice belt of Venus tonight. It's the shadow of this grey bit here is the Earth's shadow, and it's rising. It's rising, and just above that you've got that pink, kind of pinkish looking. I don't know if it shows up on here, but it looks absolutely amazing. I'll go to Venus in a second. Well, the Venus won't look like much at the moment. It just looks like a speck. But I can see Venus right now. Venus is underneath the moon tonight. It's underneath the moon. Oh, 224. Everyone who's watching, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you like astronomy. Check out my videos. The last video was a couple of weeks ago where I did some star trails on the beach. Hilltop Observatory. Why is it called the Belt of Venus? I'm not really sure why, actually. To be honest, I don't know. Don't know why they call it the Belt of Venus. Don't know how I got that name. Right. I'm just putting my coat on now because it's getting a little bit chilly. But type 1 if you want to see Venus. We'll go down to Venus 227. This is incredible. It's not often we get this many viewers on a Starman live. I think we did one from Liverpool last year. We filmed the moonrise. Specs is here. Mark Ricketts. As if someone eaten half of the moon. It looked nice on a calendar. Everyone's typing 1. So we want to see Venus. Well, Venus is below the moon tonight in the sky. So we'll zoom out for the moon. So there's the moon there, the crescent moon. We'll just zoom right out. And then what we'll do is if I go straight down, pretty much straight down, so we go down. I think I need to go into a different mode, just excuse me while I... Ah, there it is, can you see? That's it there. It doesn't look like much, it's just a speck, isn't it? But that's Venus. I can't even see it on my screen. I had this problem last time where I couldn't see. But that's Venus. Oh, and by the way, Venus is on the other side of the sun from us. So it's a long way away. It's a lot further away than it would be if it was on our side of the sun. It's named after the girdle of Aphrodite. I'll have to look that up. Can we have a sneaky peek at the Beacon of Hope? Well, I would do if we could see it from here, but unfortunately, we can't see Blackpool Tower from here. At least I don't think we can. I'm looking. I can't see Blackpool Tower, I'm afraid, from here. I would let you have a look if I could. But we're currently looking at a speck. Now that is Venus. I'm going to go in a bit and see if we can... Let's see if we can zoom in on Venus a bit and see if we can make it into some sort of... If you can see anything at all. It's the brightest thing in the night sky after the moon. So that's a very, very bright Venus. It's on the far side of the sun from us. So it looks like it's quite a full Venus. When it's on our side of the sun, it looks much bigger and it also looks like a crescent, a bit like the moon. And you can go outside and see it. If you look at the moon and then look down, it's almost straight down from the moon. 246 watching. If you just joined us, hit the like button. 246 watching, that is absolutely incredible. Hit the thumbs up. I don't know how many thumbs up we've got, but if you do hit the thumbs up, it'll really help. We've got 175 thumbs up at the moment, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Every time I get a chance to come outside and do this, I will do. Most of these live streams tend to be from the inside, and we'll have a quiz. I don't have a quiz today. Well, I said I have a quiz, but I put down that I had a quiz, but I haven't got a quiz tonight. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a look around and see what we can see. The lights are going up, so thanks very much for hitting the thumbs up. Let's go back onto Venus again. We'll also hopefully have Jupiter a bit later on. Venus doesn't really look like much, it just looks a bit like a dot. Now someone asked before, why do stars twinkle? And I explained this in the last live stream when we were here about 3 weeks ago. There's a reason for it. And it's mostly to do with them being points of light. Now Venus looks like a point of light, doesn't it? But in effect it isn't. It's like a blob of light rather than a point. So planets don't tend to twinkle like stars do. It only really affects points of light like stars. Looks like a pinhole. Yeah, it is a pretty much full Venus. Yeah, to be fair, it is. No beacon of hope, I'm afraid. We can't see Blackpool Tower from here. I'd show you 262 watching. We are going up. I think we're going to go back on the moon again. So let's come out from Venus. Hopefully we'll get to see some other stuff a bit later on when it gets a bit darker. But the darker it gets, the more, I think, the more spectacular the moon comes, because you've got that twilight sky. So we're going to go up from Venus again. Let's come back on the moon. Look at that. I've zoomed out a bit. That is a gorgeous moon. So if you are in the UK, you can go outside and you can have a look at the moon. Just look towards the west. It's around about a third of the way up the sky. Now tomorrow the moon will be more lit up, so it'll be bigger. There'll be a bigger crescent, and it'll also be higher up at this time. So you'll be able to see it for longer. It's amazing. The amount of views we've got is incredible. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the... Oh, we're over 200 thumbs up. Thanks very much. Sharon Morris, just been looking at the moon through our binoculars. Wow. How long does it take the light from Venus to travel to Earth? I think it takes quite a few minutes. I mean, it takes the light from Venus, from the sun, about 8 minutes to get to Earth. Now Venus, because it's on our side of the sun and sometimes on the other side, it can be, I suppose it can be less than 8 minutes and more than 8 minutes, because, you know, it can be on our side of the sun and on the far side. So when it's on the far side, the light takes a lot longer to get to us. So at the moment, yeah, Venus is on the far side of the sun. So it probably takes about 10 minutes or more, you know, a lot longer than the sun because it's further away. Yeah, when it's on our side of the sun, it will probably only take 5-6 minutes, I don't know. I've never really thought of that one. So yeah, it's an interesting question. It is an interesting one. Let's go in on the moon again. So that's pretty much where the lens I had when I was here last week, that's about as far in as I could get. But I've got a much bigger lens this time. He's got a bigger lens. Thanks, Sharon. Clear as a whistle from my back garden now, not a cloud in the sky. Frost tomorrow, JAL. Wow. Planets reflect light rather than generate light. Well, that could be it, couldn't it? That could be a reason as well, couldn't it? You know, a few reasons why they don't twinkle, planets. Sometimes they can twinkle. It just depends, really. I think when they're low down they can. I'm going to go in closer. Oh. That looks amazing. That's filling the screen quite nicely. Flat earthers. Hope a pint of Bass doesn't get as expensive with the fuel crisis. Yeah, that's interesting, Neil. Why hasn't the UK ever had a space programme? No, we haven't, have we? Although we do actually make rockets, or help to make them. We make satellites. We do have a spaceport. Yeah, we do. Or they're building one. Goldie's here. Hi, Goldie. Martin. I like the colour of the sky, nice and purple, isn't it? And I can definitely see those craters. I'm just going to adjust the, I just want to try something. It might go dark for a second. Oh, it didn't, did it? Oh, I thought it was going to go dark then. What do I know? Just bear with me. Oh, it's gone dark. I shouldn't have done that. I'm just having a bit of a sorry, I lost it for a second, but we're back now. Just trying to darken it down a little bit so we can see those craters a bit easier. Wow. Colin Pillinger, I'm sure he wanted to, yeah, I remember him. He was that cider drinker, wasn't he? That yokel fella. I remember him, yeah. A pint of Bass would freeze in S Lakes tonight. It's a gorgeous night, says the greatest commentator, the Clangers. Yeah, the Clangers. We did have a space program, but the government cancelled it to save money. Google Black Arrow. Oh yeah, I think I heard Brian Blessed talking about that. Thanks so much to Jason White. £2 super chat. Thanks so much to Jason White. Thanks very much. Do they twinkle because they're burning out? No, it's nothing to do with that, no. Matt3642, beautiful, Stephen. Now, what else can we see? I'm just looking to see if I can see. Let's just, why is that done like that? Right. Oh, we're starting to see the earthshine. We're starting to see it. So we're actually starting to see the earthshine. You know where you can see the whole of the moon? So the part of the moon that's lit by the sun is a very slim crescent, a very slim crescent. So the sun and the moon are at an angle, as far as from the way we're looking at them. They're almost at a right angle to us, and that's why it's lit up like a crescent. And as time goes on, as the days go on, the sun and the moon will line up, and eventually we will be in line, we'll be in the middle, the moon will be over there somewhere, and it'll be a full moon. So yeah, at the moment it's on an angle, and that's why it's lit up. But we're getting to see the darker part of the moon lit up by the reflection of light coming from the earth. So if you have a look at this picture now, can you see? We're starting to see it now. I wonder if I could I might need to wait for it to get a little bit darker and see if I can manage to show you that effect. I think it needs to get a little bit darker. But that looks amazing. Yeah, I can definitely see it now. I can see that earthshine. Earthshine on the moon. 265 watching. This is absolutely amazing. Thanks to everyone who's joined in. Cat's Rule is here. Cat's Rule. Lewis, just caught up with last night's live. Can I request you don't forget the gimbal got a headache? Some from the Water Boys. Says Eugene McGeever. Button Moon. I used to love Button Moon. Light from Venus takes between 2 and 14 minutes to get to us, depending on where Venus is, says Ian Bass. Interesting. Now I'm wondering if we can get to 300. Can we get to 300 watching? We are looking at the moon. That looks absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness, look at that, folks. Wow. Doesn't that look amazing? You can see it for yourself. If you've got a chance to go outside and if it's clear, go outside and have a look, because the moon looks amazing. But if it's not clear where you are, then you can see it on here, can't you? We're going to stick with it because that Earthshine, so the dark part of the moon, not the dark side of the moon, but the shaded part of the moon, is now starting to show up now quite easily. It's starting to show up. It's becoming quite obvious. I think I might just try and just dial that down a little bit. Is that better? Don't know. But it does look amazing. And you can see the craters, can't you? You can see the craters down there. You can see where the Terminator is. The Terminator, I'll be back, is where the light side, the lit side of the moon meets the dark side. That's the Terminator. Where the light side meets the dark side. Moonage is asking me, am I going to sing the Button Moon theme? Well, I used to like Button Moon. I used to like watching Button Moon. We're going to Button Moon. We've followed Mr. Spoon. Button Moon. Button Moonage. Doesn't that look amazing? This has got to be worth a thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I know I keep saying it, but you do. I do. We've got 242 thumbs up. That's pretty good. We have got 270 watching at the moment. If you like what you see and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button for astro videos. I'm going to see a total solar eclipse this year, so I'll be bringing you that as well. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button. I'm now looking at Jupiter. Does anybody want to see Jupiter, or is that a daft question? Type 1 if you want to see Jupiter. I used to watch Button Moon at dinner time when I came back from school at dinner time. Someone said your channel should be called The Bass Man. Well, I had my fellow Bass last week when I was in Burton-on-Trent. Yeah, it's actually Burton-upon-Trent, I think, not Burton-on-Trent. So if you want to be exact. Okay, so we're having lots of ones come in, so we're going to go for Jupiter. But before I do that, I just want to show you something. I think I can see something over there, and it's like a roof, and I think it belongs to the school. So what we'll do, it looks really good in the sunset, so I'm just going to come down a second, just bear with me while I adjust this. But just look, I've just got to show you this over here. It looks amazing. I mean, look at that there. I think that is the top of a school, I think. Is it the King Edward School? I'm not sure, but just look at that. Just look at the colour of the sky. It looks amazing. I'll just brighten it up a bit. Wow, that. I think that's the school. I think it is, yeah. But the colour is incredible. Just been outside and got a good look at the moon, but due to topography, Venus is already set. Wow. You must have quite a big hill in the way, because Venus is still, to us, it's still a good, almost 20 degrees up. I'm just going to zoom out from that. So I think that's that school, King Edward School. So if we now sort of come around, I'll just quickly show you Venus again. So we're just going to, I'm just going to show you Venus and the moon. So if we go up, Venus is still, there's Venus. So Venus is almost directly underneath the moon. So if I keep going up, we'll leave Venus behind. And then we get to see the moon. Look at that. And now we're going to go for Jupiter, I think. Soon to be getting dark in the UK, yeah. It's getting, well, there'll be a point where it won't get dark at all. I think it's in May. But I'm actually looking at Jupiter now. If you want to see where Jupiter is, you have to look quite a bit higher up and more to the left. So we're going to leave the moon for now. And then we're going to try and see if I can get onto Jupiter. Now this might be a little bit difficult because it's quite high up. So I have to point my camera quite high up to get there. So just bear with me. I'm just gonna, let's see how this works. I just want to put the, oh that's it, we've got some light. So I'm gonna point it at Jupiter. We're gonna get it onto Jupiter. Jupiter's looking really, just wait. If you wait until you see Jupiter. Oh, and by the way, we're going to go back to Venus a bit later on, because I think, or is the moon, it might be Venus, is close to the Pleiades cluster, but it's a little bit too light to see stars at the moment. But for now, I'm going to get this onto Jupiter. So we're going to just point this towards Jupiter. Bear with me, it's got to go quite high up because Jupiter is pretty high up. But wait till you see Jupiter, it's going to look amazing. I think that we're on it. I think I've just got to get that in the centre. I think that's Jupiter. Hang on. I think I saw something fly past it. Is that Jupiter? I think that's Jupiter, folks. $287 watching. Come on, let's get to 300. Come on, we can get to 300. Can we get more than 300 watching? If you're watching, hit the like button. We're going to zoom in on Jupiter. I hope that's Jupiter. I think it is. We'll know when we zoom in on it, because we'll start to see the hopefully we'll start to see the moons. Oh yeah, we can. Oh yes, we can see the moons. Thanks, Midland Girl. Are you using a Benro geared head? Yes, I am, yeah. But I've had to reverse the camera because I haven't got the spacer for it. So I have to use it the wrong way around. Bright orange sky with a little thoughts. First sight in the bats above my garden. Well, I think we can get to 300. We're currently looking at the planet Jupiter, the king of planets, and we can go in quite a bit closer. I don't know what that star is to the left. I can see a bright star to the left of it. We're going to go in closer. Let's go in on Jupiter, come on. Right. Look at that. Wow. That's what Galileo saw when he looked at Jupiter, and he could see that there were moons around the planet. Oh, over 300 watching. This is incredible. We have got over 300 watching. Absolutely amazing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're looking at the planet Jupiter, and we can see 1, 2, 3. I can see 3 moons. If you can see 4, let me know. I can see 2 on the left and 1 on the right. I think the other moon might just be on the other side, or possibly in front of the planet. Jeremy Houseman, that's a great sharp picture, colour rendition from that camera, lovely shot of the moon, thanks. Neil Southern, amazing. Jupiter, isn't Jupiter the largest? Yes it is. I've used a Benro mount for my Nikon P1000 Super. I can see the moons of Jupiter and rings of Saturn with that camera. Look at that picture of Jupiter. No Saturn at the moment. Saturn can be seen, but it's in the morning. Saturn's not really best placed. Let's get that lined up a little bit. Can I just, if I brighten it up a little bit, maybe might see a little bit more now. What do you think? I can still see 2. I just zoomed in, it's amazing, I can see the moons. Bright star to the left is called Wazat, according to Stellarium. Now if I, just bear with me, but I just want to try something. I want to, too late to see Orion? No, I think we'll have a little look at Orion in a little while, when it gets a little bit darker. Well, we won't be able to see the whole constellation because this lens is too long, but we'll be able to see the belt stars. It's a bit too early at the moment to see Orion. I can't see it at the moment. But yeah, Orion is starting to become a little bit lost now in the just gonna get this lined up again, because obviously it keeps moving, you see. I'm not using a tracking mount, so it's obviously moving. I had a pint of Guinness at this hotel the other night. It was all right, but the way they poured it was weird. He got it out of a can and poured it into a glass, and then he put it on this what looked like a coffee maker, and he put like a lemonade on the bottom of it, and the head just formed on it. Weird. Never, it's like magic. Nice camera work, thanks Mike. Can we see Cassiopeia? I don't know if we can see Cassiopeia. Hopefully we'll be able to see the Pleiades a bit later on. We're just waiting. I'm going to go back to the moon shortly, but for the time being I just want to try something. I just want to see if I can get to see any detail on Jupiter, and I'm just going to bear with me while I underexpose. You won't be able to see the moons, so just bear with me. It's going to go very dark. Ow. I'm just wondering whether there's any chance of seeing any detail on the planet. We can certainly see the disk of Jupiter there. We can certainly see the disk there. Might even be able to see a bit of colour as well. What do you think? I think I can see a bit of colour. I don't think we can see the bands. We can still see the moons though, even though I've underexposed it. Yeah, I just underexpose on the camera and it allows you to see a bit more detail in the planet. You have to overexpose to see the moons. There's a pub in Derby that has a Guinness printer. It takes a photo of you and prints it in the phone. Magic, wow. Karen K says too cloudy here in the East Midlands, unfortunately. Knott's Boy's got a good sight of Jupiter at the moment. Akash Monster's just been out with the binocs, clear as a whistle, but unfortunately quite a lot of nearby light pollution. Can see the Terminator on the moon. So this is how Jupiter looks. Just going to brighten you up again. Is that brightening up? Not brightening up on my screen. That's strange. I'm just having a bit of a play with the, just bear with me. I'm just trying to see if I can, yeah. Just trying to see if I can get some detail in the planet. Thanks so much to Cat's Rule. Great live stream, Stephen. Glad to see your viewership increasing. Your channel is worth every minute. Thanks so much. Worthington's Creamflow versus Draft Bass. Who wins? Burma Star. Hi from Huddersfield. I photographed the bands by using a 1/60th exposure. I'm just trying to brighten up a little bit. Again. Just going to overexpose it a little bit now. You can clearly see the moons again now. Now I've overexposed the planet because what you need to do is, if you want to see the moons, you tend to have to overexpose a bit. The planet kind of blows out a bit. Sightseeing Sigh is here. Right, okay. So type 1 if you want to go back to the moon, because I tell you at the moment the moon is looking absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, so I tell you, it is really getting dark now. I've had to put the light on. So yeah. So type 1 if you want to go back to the moon, because the moon is getting even better than it was before. We might even, well, I'm hoping any minute now that we'll be able to see some stars. So we'll have a go at that. Everyone typing 1, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like what you're seeing. So currently we've got Jupiter. We'll just get one last look at that and then I'm going to go back to the moon. One last look at Jupiter. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit. Right, okay, so I'm now going to move my camera around. Just got to move the tripod a little bit because it's just getting blocked a bit. There's something in the way here, so I've got to move the camera so that we can have a look at the moon again. So I'm just going to get back on the moon again. Right, just bear with me. Right, I think we're back on the moon now. Oh, a little bit bright that. I think we can need to darken that down a bit. That's better. Oh, look at that. You beauty. You beauty. Now that earthshine is really showing up now. That is incredible. Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea. I haven't got a cup of tea with me. Thanks so much, Cat's Rule. Jamie Millington's here. Chris Johnson Adventures. Are you on the beach tonight, Jamie? You know, I haven't been out in the Starbus. I've not camped out in the Starbus for a long time, and I really need to get out and camp out somewhere. I haven't done it for ages. But look at that. That is unbelievable. I think we'll go in a bit closer again. We're doing very well for viewers. We had over 300. I think that I don't know what the record is on this channel, but that is a very, very good amount of viewers. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to go in and let's go in a bit closer. Come on. Let's go to there, shall we? Oh, we can see the Pleiades. Oh my goodness, can you see that just below the moon? Oh my God, that is absolutely incredible. You can see the Pleiades just under the moon. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely insane. We can actually see the Pleiades, you know, the seven sisters. You can see them underneath the moon. It's right next to, well, it's not right next to the Pleiades. I mean, the Pleiades are hundreds and maybe thousands of light years away, but the moon is in the same part of the sky. It's just above the Pleiades. Look at this. Can you see that? Wow. Let's just bring the moon a little bit higher so that you can see. That is off the charts, folks. No, that is just insane. Wow. Amazing. Can I get a picture of that? No, I'm just trying to take a picture. So it might go dark for a little while. I just gotta so just bear with me, because at the moment I'm just trying to take a picture. That is amazing. Wow. Well, we've got some boy racers. But we are currently looking at the moon and the Pleiades. Greatest commentator, so glad I stumbled across Starman channel. Uranus is here just southwest of the Pleiades, so is that close enough for us to find that as well? I'll see if I can find it. Northumberland, Astro Live, a good channel to watch. Burma Star. Yeah. Shirley Roughly, hi. Yeah, isn't it amazing? I'm just going to line up another shot, so bear with me. The picture might just go on and off. Just gonna... Right. That is incredible. Yeah, that is amazing. The moon and the Pleiades. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Let's see if I can just... I want to brighten that up a little bit. Will it brighten up? I don't know. Hang on, that's supposed to. Why is it not brightening up? Just brighten it up a little bit. Might make the stars come out a little bit more. But we're looking at the crescent moon and the Pleiades constellation. Very close together. From our point of view, not close together in real terms. We're talking the moon is about 250,000 miles away. The Pleiades, well, I'm not too sure. I think they're hundreds of light years away. Good evening from Stockport. First time viewer, Super 1-11. Is the bright light 5 o'clock below moon a satellite? No, it's Venus. We were looking at that just before. But we're currently looking at the moon and the Pleiades cluster, should I say. It's a cluster, otherwise known as the Seven Sisters. Definitely J-A-J-L. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. I didn't think it would be that close, you know. I really didn't. Good evening, Stephen. Denise from Rochdale. Hazy Fantasy. There's a comet flying past. Satellite just crossed through. I didn't see that. So there was a satellite that crossed through. At what time are we? 9:25. Yeah. Can we have another look at Venus? Says Gareth Skinner. That is off the charts. Earthshine, crescent moon, and the Pleiades. I mean, come on. Otherwise known as the Seven Sisters. Can you see 7 stars? I can see more than 7. I don't know how it got the name 7 stars. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see 6 very bright stars. and it looks a bit like a small saucepan in a way, don't you think, with the handle on the left and a bit of a saucepan. Yeah. What's the star flashing on the right side of the moon? I don't know. If anyone could look on Stellarium, tell me what that is. I don't have Stellarium loaded up at the moment, so I can't look at that. Jamie says he might get the dwarf lab out. I was looking at one of them at the photo show, dwarf lab. Also a sea star S30 as well. They're really good. Digital telescope. You can make out 7 stars with the eyes. I think it looks like a shopping trolley, says the greatest commentator. Yeah, I suppose it does a bit. Yeah, you can, yeah. You can look at it through binoculars. The Pleiades, yeah. You know, I never realised I'm not even zoomed in all the way. I am not zoomed in all the way on my lens. So let's get in a little bit closer. Crescent moon, earthshine. If you just joined us, so we've got a crescent moon, but you can also see the face of the moon, the bit that's not lit up, and that's because the reflection of sunlight from the earth shining back on the moon. It's incredible. Neil McCabe. Looking out at the sky here in Belfast, and we're a bit brighter, so hopefully see the Pleiades soon. Beautiful evening, great content, keep up the good work. Hi buddy, half moon here in Plymouth, says John Ramsell. What if the moon is the reflection of a bigger Earth? Garfield 8919, the Pleiades are 440 light years away. Thanks for that. I had a feeling they were hundreds of light years away. And they're all part of the same star system as well. They're all sort of related. Neil from Berwick. Oh no, that's Moonies from Berwick. I thought Moonies is from Berwick. Also lived in County Durham. When is the Math Master coming to Blackpool? Who's the Math Master? Oh, the Math Master. This is my new lock screen, says Paul Martin. Hey Moon, what's a Geordie? I can tell you what a Geordie is. It's someone from Newcastle. Newcastle on Tyne. Lee Gardner, thank you. Yep, I'll put that picture on later when I get a chance. But we're going to go back to Venus. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Right. So you see we've got a little bit of an object in the way there. The sign just getting in the way. I'm going to go down now because Venus is down. Down here. There it is. So let's zoom in on Venus. There's not really a lot to see, really. It's just a big blob, basically. Come on. Can you see anything? It's very bright. Oh, it's getting low down now though, Venus. It is, it's getting low. Gareth Skinner, excellent. Gaia DR2, star next to the moon, I believe, Stellarium. Hazy Fantasy, Northern Ireland here too. Have you ever seen a UAP? What's a UAP? I've seen quite a lot of strange stuff. I can see the moon here in Rochdale, stood in my garden, says Denise. Can you see Uranus? That's to the left in between the Moon and Venus. I'm going to have a look and see if I can get that, because that would be something, wouldn't it? See if we can get to Uranus. Let's have a look. I'm just going to find out where it is, and we'll see if we can get on it. I think we might try for it, you know. Shall we have a go? Let me know if you want me to have a go at Uranus. But we're looking at Venus at the moment. It's very, very bright. You can't miss it. It's underneath the moon tonight. I think we should have a go. But I just need to, I need some pointers. It's definitely doable. So I think that we should have a go, folks. Well, we can try, can't we? Was that a bat? Did somebody see a bat? Right, just bear with me. I've got to move the camera again. I've got to just move it round a bit because there's something in the way there that's gonna be a bit of a problem. And I'm gonna go back on the moon again, and then I'm going to we're going to go back on the moon and Pleiades again, and then we're going to see if we can see that planet. Let's see if we can do it. But we're going to have to brighten it up a bit because that's a bit too dark at the moment. So let's see. Right. So apparently Uranus is visible, and it's down from the Pleiades and the moon and to the left. Can we find it? Northwest of Venus, southwest of Pleiades. I'm just gonna just give me a second while I. So if I come down, it's kind of halfway between the Pleiades right. Just give us a second. Maybe somewhere in there. Can you see anything? I can see something. I think that's a star, isn't it? I don't think that's a planet. Or is it? What do you think, folks? I've lost the live chat at the moment. There's quite a bit going on there, folks. I see quite a lot there. There's a couple of stars that are very close together. If I can find them on my... trying to find Uranus at the moment. And, well, I think I might come back out again. It's definitely somewhere in there, folks. Sorry, I've lost the live chat. Right, I'm back on again. I can see the chat. I'm looking for Uranus, and it's in there somewhere, folks. But I'm struggling. Let me know if you can see it. If anyone thinks they can see it, let me know. Because I'm struggling a bit. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll go back to the moon again. So where those stars are? Right, there's two stars that are close together there. Let's have a look at the moon again. And the Pleiades. Wow. That is incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Never knew the names of the stars in the Pleiades. Someone's named them there, look. It's certainly kicking off here with the geese. Just left under the moon according to Solarium, yeah. Struggling to find it. But that is an amazing shot of the moon, isn't it? I'm going to brighten it up a little bit if I can. Wow. I think I found those two bright stars. If we come down from there, go to that one, then straight down. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try for Uranus again. Because I think I might have a way of finding it. So if we come out from here, and then we go to the left, and we come down a bit, you see those two stars on the left hand side that are close together? Well, I think I know where they are now on this thing. I can see them on here. So I think that's them. Well, it's definitely in there somewhere. It's probably on the picture now. Although, to be honest, I'm struggling. Uranus. It should be on the screen now, but I'm not seeing anything. Hyades. Right, okay, well, I think what we'll do is we'll forget that. Let's just come back out. Let's go back on the moon. You know, I can't see Orion. I think Orion's gone. I can see it now. I can see the belt stars, but they're virtually lost in the twilight, I'm afraid. Shuttleworth Gardens is in Scarborough. It's your favourite part of the... Gunnar Hollett was going to get my Seastar S30 out, but it's gone cloudy. In Fife. Scarborough Paranormal. Thank you. Never seen them so close. You should be able to get the Hyades in Taurus. Right, we'll go for that then next, shall we? Right, so the Hyades is like a sort of V-shaped cluster, and it's not far from the Pleiades. It's a little bit, and we're going to go up and see if we can get to the Hyades. It contains a very bright, well, a pretty bright star, a giant star called Aldebaran, and that's called the Eye of the Bull because it's in Taurus, Taurus the Bull. So let's have a look at that, shall we? How come all the other planets have moons? Not Darwin and Enceladus, but our moon is just called Moon. Yeah, I know, it's boring, isn't it? It's just called Moon. Super 111, compulsive viewing, thank you. We're going to try for the Hyades, folks. Sorry, it just went pitch black for a second there. I forgot to switch to the other camera. But we're doing pretty well. We are doing pretty well. Now, how do I get to the Hyades? I think. Just bear with me, folks. So we're currently, there's the Pleiades. So if we zoom out, can I put that on a different, just bear with me while it might go dark, just bear with me. I'm just switching the modes at the moment, just Has it gone dark? Sorry, it went dark there. Sorry about that. It is getting quite dark now. So I'm just going to zoom back out. Let's zoom out. Right, Hyades. There's something in the way there. Now, I don't think that's a Hyades. Struggling to see it at the moment, actually. That's not the Hyades. Should be able to see it, but I can't see it. Let's just go back to the moon again. Is it me, or has the moon moved a bit further away from the Pleiades? I think we're actually seeing it move further away. I think we're seeing the moon move further away from the Pleiades. I don't know about you. Left of the moon, not to the right. This is extra real. Is this a Starman? Yes. I live in the west coast of Scotland next to Loch Lomond, and I couldn't think of a better place to stay. Angela Loch Lomond. So we're currently looking at the crescent moon. Look at that amazing earthshine. Isn't it amazing? And that's the Pleiades cluster underneath. The Seven Sisters. Yeah, it is. The moon does look to have moved a bit further away. It really does. It's separate. Well, it is moving. The moon is drifting sort of towards the left. It drifts eastwards every night. So tomorrow night the moon will be a lot higher up and it'll be more lit as well. It certainly is. I think we've definitely seen it move in the time that we've been looking at it. We've been going now for 1 hour and 3/4. Wow, absolutely amazing. Now my thing is actually behind at the moment. Why is that behind? I need to bring that up to date. Sir Fonzie Daz is going for a shower after this. Kicker Rum, hi. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We're doing pretty well tonight. We had over 300 watching at one point, which is absolutely amazing. I think that, I'm not sure if it's a record, but it's not far off a record. So thanks very much to everyone that's joined us tonight. I'm going to see if I can get on the Hyades, but to be honest, I don't know why. I'm just struggling to see it. And it normally is very easy to see. because what you do is you follow the Pleiades, you just follow the line and you get to the Hyades. But I don't know why I'm struggling to see the Hyades. Hyades is a cluster, part of Taurus. It's a part of the constellation of Taurus, which is obviously part of the zodiac as well. And it's got a bright star called Aldebaran. And for some reason, I cannot even see it, which is very, very weird, because I'm usually pretty good at spotting Pleiades. I think the Hyades. You know what? I was looking the wrong way. I think I know where it is now. Right, Hyades, here we come. Well, I was looking the wrong way, wasn't I? If I turn that off. Now then, I think we might have it, folks. I think that's Aldebaran in the centre of the image. It's a red star. I was looking the wrong way. If I was to zoom out a bit, we might be able to... Ah, now we've got it. Now we've got it. We got there in the end. We're now looking at the Hyades cluster. It's like a V. Can you see a V shape of stars? And that star that's just sort of left of the centre, the red one. I don't know if it looks red to you, but that's Aldebaran. It's a giant star. So I was going the wrong way before, wasn't I? Goodbye, good night to Akash Monster. Thanks for joining us. I've got an early start tomorrow. Yeah, we're still on. We're going. We're still on here. We're looking at the Hyades. I wonder if I can get that a bit brighter. I should be able to brighten that up. For some reason, I can't seem to... Let's try this, shall we? Does that work? I think that's gone worse. Is anybody sending the satellites? Because I haven't seen a satellite tonight. I haven't seen a satellite as we look at the Hyades cluster, part of Taurus. The Crab Nebula, you know the Crab, have you heard of the Crab Nebula? Well, that's in there somewhere. The Crab Nebula is a supernova, a star that exploded, when was it? It was 1,000 years ago or something. And you can still see it. Still see the nebula that's left from it. Thanks, Hilltop Observatory. Yeah, it's been really good tonight. We've had some amazing views. Just don't know why that won't let me get it any brighter. I'm afraid I can't get it any brighter than that, folks. Can't get the screen any brighter. Right, I'm just going to manoeuvre the camera. Again, I'm going to have to manoeuvre it this way. Right, okay. Bear with me. Sorry, that's not going to work. Right, let's try that now, shall we? How are we doing? Let's have a look at the chat. Good night to Akash Monster. Crab Nebula M1, yeah. Messier 1. Stellarium showing a stream of Starlink sats passing just left of Aldebaran. We've come off there now though, haven't we? I'll just go back onto Aldebaran again. Can't see any satellites. I'll tell you what, I'm ready for a cup of tea. I am so ready for a cup of tea. I have not got a cup of tea with me tonight. And I could really do with a cup of tea. Alan Shepherd is off. Thanks for joining us, Alan. Can see the ceiling in the Starbus. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight, I'm afraid. Well, the stars are coming out now. We can see quite a lot of stars. I can see quite a lot of stars. It's quite a nice starry night. I think what we'll do is we'll just go back to Jupiter again. So I'm just going to zoom out from there. Sorry, and then I go and zoom in, don't I? So bear with me. It's probably going to go a little bit dark while I find Jupiter. I think that was Jupiter then. Was that Jupiter? We'll find out when we zoom in, won't we? I think it is. I think we're onto something. I'm not bad, am I? I can find it. The planet Jupiter and those moons. Wow, just look at that. Wow. Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of action here tonight at this car park, you know. There's a lot of cars coming in and going. The geese seem to be settling down a bit. The ducks have stopped kicking off. It's a really nice starry night tonight now, as we look towards the great planet Jupiter. Good night to Pinky. 3 moons visible, yeah. There's a pint of alcohol-free Guinness above your something. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for joining us. See you on the next one. So we're currently looking at a shot of Jupiter there, and as we're just coming up now to 10 o'clock, Kevin Collins. That's got to be worth a thumbs up, hasn't it, if you haven't done one already. But I'm just going to bring myself back on now, and it's 10 o'clock, and you know, I could really do with a cup of tea. So I am going to end it there now. What an amazing live stream it's been tonight. We had to wait a little while for it to get dark, so but it was great because we saw some amazing views across the estuary towards Southport. We also got to see Snowdonia, the mountains of Snowdonia, while I played around with the camera to get the focus right. And then we got to see the amazing crescent moon, and then we got to see that amazing earthshine effect where you get the unlit part of the moon. You can see the face on the moon. It's absolutely amazing, reflected from light off the earth. And then we also got to see Venus as well, and a bit later on we got to see Jupiter. We're looking at right here. If I put Jupiter back on, there you go, just starting to go down a bit there, but Jupiter's there. And we also got to see the Pleiades, the Pleiades constellation, which is very close to the moon, and that was an amazing shot. And I've got a picture of that as well. I took some pictures while I was at it. So I'm going to end it there now. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks to all the mods as well, because you know, they're helping to regulate the chat. So thanks so much to them. And yeah, I think we had well over 300 watching, which is one of the best peak viewers that I've ever had on a live stream. Wow! Did you hear that? How fast was that car going? But it's a dead end up there. You've got to slow down. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it there now. Thanks to everyone for joining. And hopefully in another couple of weeks I'll be back. I might be inside again. The problem is that it's getting a bit too light now to do live streams outside. I mean, it doesn't mean I can't do one outside, but depends if there's anything to see, you know, because we are moving towards the summer, and the daylight's getting longer, and it's getting a bit more of a struggle to see stuff. But we're going to leave it there now. Thanks to everyone for joining us here. Everyone's saying there's too many people to say goodbye to, but you know who you are. And I'll see you again, hopefully, in another couple of weeks. But I'll just line up Jupiter one last time, and I'll see you all again. Thank you so much. Don't forget to keep looking up. Thanks, Moonage. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Hazel. Thanks, Fons. Thanks, Cat's Rule. See you in a couple of weeks.